Hey folks, I'm Surveying Glory and welcome to part 84 of my playthrough of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. So I've let time tick on a wee bit from where we left off last time out. There's a vehicle out of fuel, we'll deal with that. There's traffic jam actually, but we'll get to that. I have taken out another loan, paid off our previous loan, so we've now got 1.5 million loan taken out over, 5 years? So see how we got on with that, keep us solvent for a while. Trying to drag our workers' happiness out of the gutter by increasing their government loyalty. We've got another couple of monuments going up. Got a statue of Lenin in there, and up here we've got a Soviet emblem. It's not that we didn't have monuments, we've got this red star there, we've got a hammer and sickle here, we've got another red star down here. So we were getting a decent amount of influence, as well as having the radio stations focusing on Soviet propaganda. So criminality, it must be the thing that's dragging it down, and alcohol addiction. So we're trying to reduce alcohol addiction by limiting the number of workers at the bar. Reduce the number of alcoholics we have. And up here we have completed our small farm. And there should be a tractor somewhere en route. It's not showing up on there yet. I'm sure I sent the tractor from here. I did. Where are you? So it's taking the scenic route. There it's there. Holding up the bus traffic. Good. Right. And we will need another tractor in there next spring, but obviously not right now. Up here, I don't think there's anything I can do here. I've already sent these prison buses into this depot just to get them out of the way. I'm not going to get anything in there to deliver fuel either. Can I move you in there? Looks like no is the answer to that. Okay, I'm going to leave it for a bit, and we might end up having to sell some vehicles. But, up here, right, so currently I bring in livestock. Could produce livestock. We don't have any workers there yet, and we don't need 50 even when we do bring them up. We don't need workers here. So let's have a look at economy and trade and current prices in the global market. Crops, 52 rubles. If we look at livestock, it's 340. So we come down here. If you, oh no, you're bringing in meat now. So where did the livestock come from? That must be livestock left over. Do you have, no, you don't have water, you don't have power. Okay, right. Oh, we're still working away on these. You have construction officers assigned. You don't, for whatever reason. It's better. How about over here? Yeah, that's looking okay. Right, so that should get the water and sewage sorted out. We have our new electricity substation there, so that should help us out too. Let's go to faster speed. What are we exporting? Probably just oil just now. Yep. And we're having to import fuel because we're not producing enough. Again, because our population's dropped over the winter and productivity obviously is low because of low happiness, etc. How many crime? Well, we've got one crime being solved. Or are being tried, I should say. Right. All of these. It's just a waste of resource. Try and keep it down at a manageable level. That is not a manageable level. Right. You can all come out. And up here. These will hopefully work their way through. Those ones probably not going to work their way through at all. I am minded to leave some of these. We've only got two there that are due to be solved or investigated in the near future. So we don't have much scope for any more in here. I'm just going to delete all of these. And you. Happiness. I don't really, well, we've got the money just now, so I'm going to start allowing them to import electronics again. That'll help. Only 2 citizens unable to get electronics here, so it's not too bad. So people aren't complaining too much about the lack of electronics. Employment, how can unemployment be high? And that's cleared itself out, good stuff. So you get back on your route. You as well. I'll let you sit there for a wee bit and then we'll send you out too. A decent number of workers here actually, given that we don't have prisoners being transported in at the moment. 10 tons of steel there, and none there. Got this path in here that we can now assign construction offices to. And I've lost it. There it's right in front of me. You're being built. We don't need 50 workers there. Who was complaining about unemployment being too high? There's plenty of jobs available when you're looking at this. Right, let's get to this other bus. Get you off and running. So we made a profit of 590 rubles last month. What's our expenditure on this month? Import of resources, electronics, fuel, right. Okay, so once again, I'm not planning on building very much. There's no much point in doing that when our happiness is so low. Do we have anywhere that's really short on population? Could do with 10 people in here. Now down in here we're still struggling quite badly. why is that the case? Did you have a lot of alcoholics then? Looks like it. I did let that get out of hand. Citizens unable to get meat. Well, there's plenty of meat. There's even electronics here. Right. Another cleansing of this. Nope, that's not going to be done. Just way too many cases. I'm going to get rid of all those. It's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14. I'll leave it at 14. And up here, same sort of thing. I believe that one for now. That, get rid of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Just too many. Take me out of there for now. Okay. See how that goes. And if we have a look at crime and justice, this year, police did not investigate 82% of crimes compared with 93 last year. So although I'm cancelling a lot of those, there are still a lot more being solved. So it does seem to be working. At least in that regard. Could have got... you're completely sewn. You have to get fuel, I suppose. And there should be a... Yeah, there's a fuel station up here. Is there not? What? I thought I'd put a fuel station up here. Okay. Well, let's do that then. Just free fuel, yeah, free gas station. Stick it in there. Nice mud road. Then we need you to add that to the mix. Yeah, that's less than helpful. That tractor's going to have to come all the way down. Looks like it's heading from this station. Yeah, that's closer than that one. Okay. Population continues to plummet. As does our cash. And the only way we're going to stop that is to start producing our own food, because we're going to have to keep importing fuel until we can get productivity up. Okay, one worker coming down here as well. How many people got off that bus? Oh, looks like a decent number. Well, I'd say decent. 5 maybe. It's producing a wee bit of fuel. And again, it's the lack of workers down here. Let's invest in here. And max it out with them. Bloody hell. Not what I wanted to be spending my money on, but we need to make sure that we get enough workers out here to keep the sewage and the water going, or else we're in real difficulty. And if we can also get more workers heading out to the oil refinery, so much the better. That will help us to increase our exports. There's a tractor. There it is. I thought I was hoping for too much, that it was on its way back up, but it is there. We might see some progress up here. Right, I'm going to reduce the number of workers there to, yeah, 10. We might be able to produce some meat. and then we can stop importing meat. How are we doing for resources? We've got plenty of gravel, plenty of bricks, plenty of coal. I suppose that's okay given that we're just out of the winter not that long ago. Speaking of, temperature's still only 12 degrees C, so we need to keep the heating plants running for now. Look in here, 93% there. I'm not holding out much hope for these ones, so they're gone. That's gone as well. And again, these minor crimes, they're not... They're worth solving because they are done so quickly. They're worth investigating, but we just get far too many for our poor wee policemen to cope with. Good God. Right, you're all gone. Work with that. Something else that I did a wee while ago, I forgot to mention before, was to reduce the sentences, the length of the sentences. It seemed to be still long enough. So if we take prisoner, let's see, somebody that I can actually see. Pause for now. You are serving 1.2, 5.6 years. Yeah, so you have criminality of 5%. So that should be reduced to 0 long before you get to your 5.6 years sentence. There's somebody at 45%, and you're serving, you're almost halfway through. And this has probably come down from about 90. But if we look at the vast majority of these people are already at 0% criminality, so the sentences seem to be working out. Okay, you've still got a couple of years to go to get down to 0%. Yep. Yes, there's nobody really who looks like they're not going to get their criminality down. And that might be a bit close. But anyway, it does seem to be working. I'm fairly comfortable with that. I wish we could get more workers, more policemen in there. Is it to do with the lack of educated workers? We're way down at 26%, we were up at 40 odd before. Only get 15 students in there. Yeah, well, I suppose that makes sense. Let's... there are no students waiting, so we're going to bump this right the way down. Get the smarty people to go and join the police. I'm going to bump this down as well. Try and bolster the number of police officers that we get. See if we can get some more crime solved. Look how much we've lost. Despite having brought in a lot of immigrants. This year, yeah, but we had a huge spike in deaths. Wonder what caused that. Is there an explosion or something? So much of this game puzzles the hell out of me. Things that just seem to happen when you're not looking, and even sometimes when you are. Okay. Government loyalty is still down. Alcohol addiction has reduced at least. Happiness could be on the increase. criminality here is down to 8%, and in here still at 10. So criminality does seem to be dropping as well. We might be getting somewhere, it's just taken a hell of a long time. I'm going to stop exporting oil for a bit, export our bitumen, that brings us in a bit more cash. We have 178,000 of a loss, 123 of that was immigrants. Okay, that seems to be fairly steady. What are we doing here? We've got prisoners just been dropped off, but not many of them. A fair number of workers up there, that's good enough. I'm going to open this up again, just 5 workers. It's not 5, that's 20. 5 workers. We'll start producing some mechanical components again, because we don't have any in stock. Not that I'm going to be building any, but we can export them. We completed these monuments. This one is complete. That affects right up to there, which was a bit of a surprise. So government loyalty 21. Here it's 22. There it's 20. How many workers do we have here? 24, let's bump you up to 30%. See if we can maintain 24 workers. You're still not done, you're waiting for concrete and steel. You don't have enough. You've not had anybody assigned because you couldn't be accessed when I was gravelling up those paths. And that's my bad. Okay, another look here. Just far too much again. 82% investigated, 16% chance to solve. It's not promising. They go quickly and more quickly than the serious crimes, but I don't see them being investigated. Right. Executive decisions here, or commissioner decisions. 6%, it's no good to me. Nope. Leave those for now. Unemployment high again. There's no reason for high unemployment anywhere. Everybody's got access to buses if they can't walk to work. There are 33 prisoners. For some reason they've all served their sentences. That was... Well, if most of the cases that we've been solving are serious crimes, they shouldn't be getting out that quickly. I thought it was the ones that we investigated last year were all being processed through. It's very odd. Temperature's up at 21. I think we can just... no, maybe not turn off the heating plants quite yet. Do we still have bitumen left? We do. Did. Right, start exporting oil again. Fingers crossed we make a wee profit this time. How about fuel here? 18 tons. I'm going to stop importing fuel for a bit. Again, save us some cash. Managed to make some mechanical components. Happiness is shot up to 53%. Okay, next thing we're going to need up there also is a harvester, but that's a couple of months away yet. Thought for a minute the power station had stopped producing. Energy dropped to 15% again. Right. Let's reduce the workers. Shut down the heating plants. It's been a couple of months since winter ended, or since it snows ended at least. Hopefully, people won't complain too much about building temperatures. Should maybe have checked this out beforehand, but no, 24% everywhere. These are unbuilt buildings. No, it's looking okay. They're holding at 24% for now, at least. Now, let's have one last look at crimes. Jeez. And again, getting rid of all of these. I'm going to leave them. You 12%. You might make it. You're not going to make it. This cannot be part of the game. This is not what you're expected to do, I'm pretty sure. It must just be an artifact of how badly I managed crime and injustice before. But never mind, if we can haul out the fire, so much the better. It's a great learning experience for me. How's loyalty up here now? 21 still. You've went down to 19. How can it be possible? Lacking electronics. Do you get electronics here? You do. So you've got two sources of electronics. An easy walking distance. Too many bar staff. Forgotten about that pub. Okay. Well, I'm going to put in a break. I don't think we've got enough workers for you to pick up another full load. You're away with 4 only. You've got 1. Do we need more prisoners? Okay. Arresting. Detectoring. I don't see that being solved. And we've got 28. 30 police officers. Why are we not getting an investigation happening? Why is there probably low chance to investigate? There's just far too many cases. Right, well, I'll cut them all down again. I'll get rid of that one too. Right. Let's get rid of that, so there's low chance. And that. Focus on them. I'm going to get rid of all these. Get them investigated, get them into the system, and get the prisoners into the jail. Okay, right, I'm going to put in a break here, and we'll pick this up again next time. I might let time run on for a few months, maybe come back when we're producing our own food again, and see what the happiness and criminality is at that point. So anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and hope to see you again next time. Cheers.